Okay. And so, just for our recording, can you tell me your name and the school that you work at?
It's Mark Robertson. I've also got Christine Harmer, Brian Hazel, Bruce Smith, and it's St. Joseph's Regional College in Cook.
Oh, wow. We have a whole team here. That's amazing. That's really great.
Yeah.
So tell me, Mark, what's your role at the school? And maybe each of the teachers can introduce themselves and then just tell me the role that they had as part of the STEM Academy or the STEM projects at your school.
Yeah, I'm basically an industrial arts teacher, but very much STEM orientated. So I'm teaching senior engineering, Year 9 and 10 iSTEM, and we're looking at starting a new junior elective in STEM next year as well. So they're the subjects that I'm teaching.
I'm Christine Harmer. I'm the leader of maths here at the college, and I have been involved in the whole project, but the maths component mostly, and a bit of the PR and organising all the paperwork kind of thing.
Yeah, good.
Brian Hazel, science teacher with an interest in STEM as well, and I've been looking after the science component of the activities that we've been running today.
Good.
And I'm Bruce Smith. I'm the leader of pedagogy, so I'm taking pretty much a back seat watching this happen.
Okay. So Mark, I think, if my memory serves me right, you were the leader of your STEM team coming to the academy?
Yes, I'm the project leader.
Yeah. So how did you... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm just saying the best thing that we did with our group was we formed a little PLT team. We meet once a fortnight.
Oh, great.
And we very much share the workload.
Yeah, I noticed that on your expression of interest. That was something that you were sort of hoping to put together, so it's great to see that actually came to be. So how did you put your STEM team at your school? And are the same players involved on your STEM team now as who went to the academy?
Yes, yeah. When we went to the academy, our boss was very reluctant to let us have 6 staff as requested by the union, the model that you were putting forward. So we took 4. We did find it very useful, but we realised last year that the only way that it was really going to work in our schools if we had they were implementing they were implementing PLT teams, professional learning teams, and starting to timetable small meetings with groups, and we requested that our STEM Academy group had a time slot, which they granted us.
Yeah.
And, that's been the glue. If we didn't have that, I dare say the whole project would have just fallen apart.
I mean, are there other STEM advocates at your school from the administration at all?
No, not really.
Okay.
The administration's been very supportive of the idea of STEM, but our school's very conservative.
Okay.
And there was no way that they would have been adjusting timetable or making new subjects or anything like that. So the way that we've structured our models is a bit different to most other schools, I think.
Now, you're a Catholic regional school. What's the size of your school?
There's approximately 1,100 students, 7 to 12.
Okay. Oh, it's pretty size. It's substantial.
Yeah, it's good size.
And then, how did you, as the STEM leader, Mark, how did you encourage collaboration amongst your STEM team, both at school and as part of your planning the academy projects?
Does anyone else want to have a go at answering this one?
Well, I was going to say, I think we all had an interest in STEM, and we were also had a little bit of a concern about the falling numbers of kids doing sort of harder science and math subjects in particular. That was one of the things that got us going.
And because we met once a fortnight, literally at those meetings we would divvy up what needed to be done, and that kept us focused.
Yeah. Now,
the people we have in the room here, the 4 people, the crew that went on the initial trip up to Coffs Harbour, are very dedicated and keen and prepared to do a little bit extra.
Yeah.
And our little team's kept it together. However, in saying that, there are other staff that have expressed an interest, and we're looking to grow the team.
Yeah, so the PL team, so is that for next year? You're thinking of growing that as well?
Yeah, we're looking at growing it. There are other staff that are becoming interested.
Now, looking at your expression of interest, you were running a Year 9 elective, and is that the iSTEM elective? Yeah. And now, your initial, just please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just using, you're looking at some submitted documents from you, but so the plan is to use the STEM Academy, both the collaborative time with the teachers and your own personal teaching staff, and the ideas generated there to help you build that Year 9 elective. Is that kind of what the initial intent was going into the Academy?
Not really.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. The real reason for going down the track with the Academy was to raise the kids' awareness of the science and the maths, the higher levels. Wasn't really to grow the iSTEM elective. It's more of a hands-on. It's not really, whilst the STEM acronym is used within the title of the subject, I'm sure you're aware that it's not, science, technology, engineering, and maths.
Right.
The acronym stands for skills, technology, engineering, and mechanics. So it's a little bit of a different bent to it. So
that is a different twist to it. Yes.
Yeah. So what we've done is we've targeted the more academic kids.
Okay.
Really try and engage them at a younger age.
And so how did you engage them? Can you tell me a little bit about maybe the projects that you did as part of your sort of time at the Academy, and then also maybe some other things apart from that you did to help encourage engagement with your students?
Well, the way that we've structured it, we've basically treated it like an excursion, in-house excursion with the top students.
Yep.
Take them out of their regular classes, particularly we've always based it around mathematics.
Yep. Because
we've found that there are so many STEM, so-called STEM activities out there.
Yeah.
But so many of them miss the maths component.
Very true. Very true.
They come down to a bit of cardboard engineering where they build something and everyone calls it STEM. So what we've really tried to do as a group is focus on the maths.
Yep.
And build an activity around the maths.
So with these excursions, were they one-off days? Did you did the students have any time of developing projects in the classroom?
That varied. Some of them were a one-off day. Others they had several lessons in leading time to a day, where they were taught a new concept that was well beyond what the curriculum would have covered at that stage. And then they used that knowledge to then do something practical.
Yeah. So can you give me some examples of some of their practical activities?
Yeah. First one we did with them, which was probably one of our most successful, was the solar barbecue, which you would have seen.
Yep.
So that was with Year 7 students, Year 8 students. So introducing the idea of parabolas and graphing, and then the science of looking at how the parabola works, what it does, and then the technology side of building it. So that was a very worthwhile experience for them. And the students, we did survey the students after each of these little activities, and they were overwhelmingly enthused by it.
Yes.
Without a doubt. So that was one of the activities. Does anyone else want to speak one of the others?
The second activity we did was, again, it was a mathematics thing with linear relationships. So the maths component was looking at relationships that way. The science component, to show that, we used Ohm's law, so we did some experiments with resistors.
Yep.
And the final component was, because we were doing resistors, we talked about the use of resistors in real life, and so they made some nichrome wire heating elements, and we tried to heat up some milk and finish with a hot chocolate at the end.
Oh.
But on top of that, the STEM component was that they constructed a temperature sensor out of some Arduino kits and sensors, and they were able to measure the temperature changes as they were heating milk up.
Okay. So now, you told me a little bit about the students, obviously, from the data you collected. There seems to be a high level of enthusiasm for these